And I'm going to just take a little time and just talk about someone for a short minute or two who has passed away a few weeks ago, and that was Bishop Robert L. Pope, one of my first pastors in Junction City, Bishop Robert and Bishop Mary. But we want to remember Bishop Robert as I remember him, as a man with a lot of wisdom and knowledge that will give it to you straight like it is, and not in a disrespectful way, but always in a respectful way. And I always gave you time to think, ask you a question, make you think about it, come back with an answer, write a paper on it or something like that. I can remember all the times when I first came out the military, when I first got out the military, and I didn't have a job. I had somewhere to stay, lived in a house, and didn't have a job, had somewhere to stay. And the reason I had somewhere to stay is because of Bishop Robert and the Church of Deliverance, who took up an offering at church one night for me to have a down payment on a deposit for an apartment for my wife and my two girls at that time. And it was a blessing, for the church to do that. I'll always remember that also, for the church taking care of me. I was on my way back to Chicago. God knows what would have happened if I moved back to Chicago, what I may have gotten into, or where I would be today. I don't know. That's only only God knows. I don't know. I didn't take that path, so I don't know. I took a different path. So I really don't think about that as much as I think about the path that I took to stay here. And Bishop would pick me up. We was Brother Pope then, but he would pick me up, sometimes me and Elder Martin, and take us out places when he was looking for antique cars. And I really wasn't into old school cars as much as they may have been, but I was not. When I say old school, that was old school. We talking about 57 Chevys, old Cadillac, 50 Cadillacs, just old, real old cars. At that time, this was in the 80s. So a 57 Chevy was a classic, any of those cars that he used to get, old Cadillacs. But he would take us out and feed us, if we didn't do anything else, he fed us, and get us a loaf of bread. He'll get out there sometimes and some bologna, and we make us sandwiches out there and continue looking in the junkyard, down at Easy Jacks and everywhere else for parts for these cars. And all during that time, he would just drop wisdom in us and teach us things that we didn't know. When we would have Brotherhood, teach us things that we did not know as men, young men. I'm talking, I was only 20, 21, somewhere around there, I was a young man. That's a young father. I was only 20. And would teach us things that we needed to know for our family, for our wives, for our children, to raise our children right, to treat our wives right. Just little golden nuggets, as a friend of mine would say. So I want to give honor to him, and I thank God for a man that presented so much to the men in the church, the brothers, the brotherhood of Church of Deliverance. And that's Bishop Robert L. Pope. We'll miss you, but we'll remember you in all the good times. Thank you.